Hello, 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 and welcome once again to a Prog Reborn. My name is Coastler. This is my progression style playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. If you don't know what that means, you can always look at the video description below for a link to the introductory video. As well, you can type in !intro. Get a link in the live chat if you happen to be watching live. If you'd like to know the next time that I do go live, easiest and best way to find out is to go ahead and subscribe to that channel to get those go live notifications. But also, you can access the community Discord, !Discord in the chat, or look at the link in the video description below for another Discord link, so you can get those go live announcements. One final thing. This is not a reaction style playthrough. This is not my first time playing through this game. So if you are worried about any sort of spoilers between now and 6.55, which is the current patch as of the current MSQ patch as of this recording, or even any sort of spoilers into what we know so far about Dawn Trail, I may or may not talk about any of that information without warning, other than this warning right here. So if you are worried at all about any type of spoilers like that, this is your opportunity to get out now. So where did we leave off yesterday? We weren't able to get a run of turn 3 and 4, but we did do quite a bit of gathering and also unlocked our 2 other gathering jobs so that we could take advantage of our provision jobs, our daily provisions with the Twin Adder, with our grand company here. So we're going to keep doing that. We're very close to being done with Botanist. Only one more level to get to level 50, and then we've got Miner and Fisher to do. We have a couple of, I think we have 2 Fisher quests, or maybe just 1 Fisher quest, plus the minor quest, level 5 minor quest to do. And we're going to continue on that road, as well as once again queue up for, or set out a PF for turn 3 and 4. So let's go ahead and start with the PF. See, anybody else doing anything? No, not at the moment. Hit recruit members. Raids, turn 3. Duty completion, beginners welcome. Synced, turn 3 and turn 4. And possibly turn 4. Beginners welcome. Let's have some fun. We're good on there. We're good there. Go ahead and just hit crew members. And let's get this snip. Cool. Like that post in here. We made our post there. Alrighty. So while we are waiting, take a look at our mission allowance. We need bone chips, which are just outside in the central fanland. We need dart frogs. They're level 45. And I can just go buy these things, but that's kind of weird. Oh, I'm sorry. Dart frogs are gathering. I was like, I thought frog and I thought fishing, so I was very confused. And then the Volga clam. We'll have to look that one up. So let's go do bone chips. That was just in the central fanland. So let's just go. Sorry, central fanland. So let's just go right over to Blackbrush. Miner. Already got that open. These. No, miner. Oh, right. Because I turned on. Let's turn off triangulate. Probably from lower level. Chip, yeah. I think spineless basin, so yeah, much further down. We can at least clear these out. All the way down here, the spineless basin. Okay. This should give me some level 1 materia, which usually sell for pretty well. I don't know if Battle Dance sells for that much. Wonder if I need to unlock quarrying to get it. Does it say? No, it says it's part of mining. Maybe over here. There we are. How many we got? We got 8. So let's grab our last bit here. Then hello. There. Let's see what we need next. Dart Frog, where they say the Dart Frogs were. Bronze Lake. There's a botanist. Bronze Lake. This way. Dart frogs. All right, I need 10 of those dart frogs. Just trying to clear out the discoveries. Is Roland berry a real thing? It looked like it was just a strawberry, but there's quite a few. Huckleberry is a real thing. On the dart frogs. Marionberry, that's another one. Somehow real. Up where I go get this clam. Second, what is the exact name I have here? Bongola clam. Bongola clam. Coastlines. Like lower Lenosha, middle Lenosha. Coastlines. Pill bugs. I think I have some pill bugs. Switch it back over. Let's go to lower Lenosha. The fisher, bait, pill bugs. Just arbor airing. Flounder. I imagine it's not one of the two exclamation points. ocean clouds. Kind of wild how they haven't made any other way to access your island sanctuary other than going through Baldwin over here. This one increases the chance of landing a large-sized fish. Nah. Let me double check that I have what I need here. Say Morby Bay. Right. We're fishing at the Morby Dry. Oh, I'm at the Morby Dry Docks, not Morby Bay. I need to be up here. There's my problem. Doing on bait. Only 3 of those left. Let's see. Merchant and Minder, I think, usually has bait. Items. They also like rat tails, so we can go. Tails. They say 26, 25. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Now we can turn back to Gridania. Turn these bad boys in. Cool. 1,000,000 experience for those. Experience for that. Cool, cool, cool. So we probably got our level 50 botanist quest. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if we'll actually be able to do it because you need to be able to find legendary nodes. And since we're on a different server, we're not able to actually use I think Truth of the Forests. Yeah, only available to characters on the home world. I guess the idea is they want to give reasons for you to be on your home world, so that everyone's not just on their own populated the most populated data center in the most populated world in that data center. Stuff like that. Fufucha of the Botanist Guild has reached a most difficult decision. Forgive me if I seem a bit distant the last time we spoke in. Allow me to get straight to the point. I have not come to this decision easily, but I have come to it all the same. As of today, I have resigned from the Botanist Guild. Our battle with the Ixal rages on, and there are rumblings from the Empire as well. With each passing day, more people die. The soil is stained deeper with blood, and the Twelveswood weeps. Meanwhile, I fill orders for the war effort. And for what purpose? That more Ixal may suffer and die than Gridanians? No, if this is what it means to be a botanist this day and age, I want no more part of it. Yanni, Nafika, bless her dear heart, tried her best to convince me to stay. Still, I fear my heart is settled. Mind you, this decision is mine alone. I pass no judgment on those who find meaning in their efforts here. Should you wish to continue to serve the guild, I'm sure Yanni will have a suitable task for you. Farewell, Em, and may the Twelveswood ever shelter you. Oh, Em, I'm so glad you're here. You spoke to Fufucha, yes? It absolutely breaks my heart to see what's become of my old friend. Fufucha and I have known each other since we were both knee-high to a funguar, and I assure you her knowledge of and passion for the flora of this realm is second to none. This guild will be absolutely lost without her guidance. Of course, I understand her worries. These are not easy times for a true seeker of peace and friend of nature. And yet, I cannot help but feel that her emotions cloud her better judgment. She's not seeing the forest for the trees, if you will. Fufucha has convinced herself that she is doing more harm than good to the natural world she so loves. Preposterous. Has she forgotten the countless trees she planted after the calamity, journeying far and wide to return lush verdure to our shattered realm? Someone must remind her of all she has accomplished, and that work is still left to be done. To that end, I have made contact with one of Fufucha's former apprentices, a botanist by the name of Roitloin, something like that, who now tends to a forest that Fufucha herself planted many years ago. My words as a friend will not reach Fufucha now. Only a fellow botanist who understands the depths of her worries can heal the wounds in her heart. I beg of you, Em, speak with this Roit and seek his counsel. Roit tends to the forest surrounding the Timberlord Lodge in the central highlands of Kurthis. Please go quickly. Once Fufucha leaves our guild, I fear that she will never return. Well, madam, Yanni told me to expect you. I'm Royd, a humble botanist plying his trade in these bleak lands. Botany is not simply my livelihood, I consider it my true calling, a calling I would never have discovered were it not for Fufucha's guidance. Needless to say, I was devastated to hear the news. All was not lost, however, as I have hit upon an idea. Tell me, Em, are you familiar with the spruce tree? I do not blame you if you are not, as it's a rare sight these days. As Fufucha would tell it, in the years before the calamity, vast forests of spruce would stretch for malms and malms. What spruce trees you see today are the result of Fufucha's efforts to bring the flora of ages past back to Eorzea. Perhaps seeing that her work has borne fruit will convince her not to abandon her life as a botanist. Knowing Fufucha as I do, the gesture would mean the most to her if the spruce were harvested by the hands of an apprentice close to her heart. Your hand, Em. Before you set off, be forewarned, the spruce is still rare to these parts, and not easily discerned. Only one with knowledge of the truth of the forests could hope to identify such trees, and then only after straining the eyes from the break of dawn. If your eyes are true, friend, then you will come upon mature trees unlike any you have seen before. Harvest from them 3 spruce logs and bring them back to me. Yep, we can't do it until I unlock, or I'm back in my home server. So, we have time for other things. Let's go ahead and do this mining logs, or this mining quest. Checking Discord to see if there's any messages. Adalberto wants to teach you the importance of knowing the land. Hello there, Em. It's good to see you again. Judging by the blisters on your hands, it's plain you've been hard at it with your pickaxe. Good. You're ready for the next stage of your training. Eorzea is a vast realm filled with diverse environments, and her mineral wealth varies from region to region. Even within that land, there's a marked difference between east and west. If you want to be a successful miner, it's essential that you know where to look for what. For that, you have to become intimate with Eorzea. How else can you expect her to reveal her innermost secrets to you? Getting to know her every square malm is no small undertaking, of course. But the yalms soon add up, as I'm sure you'll find with my next task. I'd like you to seek out 10 bone chips for me. Just so you don't go about it completely blind, here's a hint. You'll find these just beyond the gate of Nald. Now off you go, and happy digging. Know exactly where those are. Remember, that's 10 bone chips I want you to bring. Good luck. A broken piece of bone from some man or beast. Ah, yes, precisely 10 bone chips. You've done well, Em. No doubt you had trouble tracking these down at first, but each chip you found added to your understanding. For your efforts, you've come to know where best to search for bone chips, and so it goes for everything we mine. Now, in addition to learning where to find materials, you should also make a point of knowing who needs them. For instance, armorers and blacksmiths are our best customers when it comes to ores, while goldsmiths would struggle to ply their trade if we didn't supply them with gold and gemstones. Oh, and I mustn't forget the alchemists. Those fellows can never have too much rock, salt, and cinnabar, and we often rub shoulders with them. In short, know whence it comes and whither it goes. To be sure, you still have much and more to learn, and there's no substitute for hard work. This guy just absolutely falling over. Oh, don't look so glum. Just be thankful you don't have to bleeding memorize all that information. You have a gathering log for such stuff. Make good use of it, and you can't go wrong. That's all for now. Keep up your efforts, and visit me again when you've spent more time in the wilds with pickaxe in hand. I'll have another task for you when you've perfected your swing. Sure. We can go ahead and pick that up. Adalberta needs you to undertake a task in the name of the Miners Guild. Ah, there he is, the rising star of the Miners Guild. Oh, don't be like that, I'm only teasing. Which is not to say that it isn't true. The fact is, you've been working tirelessly, and you've improved more quickly than I could have hoped. Indeed, I think you're ready to handle a task in the name of the guild. As you probably know, we've received orders from various parties, but most come from Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern. The concern actually owns this hall, but they've kindly given us the loan of it. In return, they get first pick of guild talents to work their mines. On occasion, they send requests for us to procure less widely used materials. Commodities required in quantities too small to warrant anything beyond an ad hoc arrangement. One such request happens to have arrived just now. I want you to take care of it, Em. This time the concern needs 10 pieces of obsidian, and I'd like you to procure them. You have best luck searching around the hammers in Western Thanalan. Western Thanalan. Ready? Got about 30 more minutes of searching. The hammers. Wheel. Be able to get to level 15 as well from this. Definitely gonna get to level 15 as well from this. Probably the closest is going through here. Remember, it's 10 pieces of obsidian we need. You have the best luck searching on the hammers in Western Fenland. A sharp, glossy, volcanic stone often used in the manufacture of weapons and jewelry. Ooh, this is some fine obsidian. The concern will be well pleased. In case you're wondering, the spoils of your labor are bound for the Colosseum. I'm told there's to be an exhibition featuring ancient arms. One of these is a maniculi? A wooden sword with shards of obsidian embedded in its edge. Before man learned to work metal, he used various kinds of stone to craft blades for his weapons. Obsidian was among the most coveted, thanks to the razor-sharp edge it could achieve. These days, of course, blades are commonly forged of steel, and obsidian has fallen out of favor. But there's still folk out there willing to pay good coin for it, nevertheless. As an ambitious young miner, you do well to pay attention to such customers. Make the effort to stay abreast of demand, and your efforts will be more richly rewarded. You continue to impress with your progress, Em. It's past time you learned how to use a sledgehammer. It's a secondary tool we use in conjunction with the pickaxe. Thus equipped, you'll be able to break outcrops of bedrock and get to those precious metals within. Well, what are you waiting for? Go find a rocky outcrop and give that sledgehammer of yours a swing. I think I already have the straw hat, but honestly, I don't remember. Fly over here. Adalberta would like you to meet a prominent member of the mining community. I've been searching high and low for you. You have a visitor, and no ordinary one at that. I speak of Deep Canyon, vice foreman of Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. Seems word of your sizable haul of obsidian has reached his ears, and now he wishes to meet you. I can only speculate as to his intentions, but we haven't spoken much of late. Truth be told, I've scarcely seen him. You'd never know it, but we used to be close. Anyway, I suggest you go and see the man. Find out what he wants of you. He's waiting by the entrance. You must be in progression. I've been waiting for you. I'm Deep Canyon, vice foreman of the concern. I must say, you're not what I was expecting. Was sure Adalberta's newest protege would be an Alamegan, like every other miner this place produces these days, but I'll wager you're from even further afield, and that you're an adventurer. No offense, but in these parts, adventurers are known for being fickle buggers who break pledges like the rest of us break bread. Truth be told, I've always wondered whether you lot are actually good for Ul'dah, but it seems you're not like the others. It takes more than a jobbing miner to deliver an order from the concern. I have a mind to assign you work, real work, but before I do, I'm obliged to test you. I want you to procure 10 ounces of cinnabar from me. Do this and we'll talk about more lucrative undertakings. Of course, a bit of cinnabar shouldn't pose much trouble for the guild's rising star. 'Tis but a formality. And speaking of formalities, be sure to tell the guild master about your little test. She's one in charge around here, after all. I won't have it stand said that I'm undermining her authority. Go. A test from Deep Canyon, you say? Thought as much. In case you don't know, cinnabar is the mineral used to make quicksilver. It's found in certain types of rock, and you invariably need a sledgehammer to get at it. Now, I don't mean to dampen your spirits, but contrary to what you were told, cinnabar isn't easy to find. In fact, it's no delude even experienced miners. Here you are, tasked with procuring 10 ounces of the stuff. Safe to say, this test is no mere formality. I may not be able to help you dig, but I can point you in the right direction. Search outside the Sunrise Gate. The rocky outcrops thereabouts are known to yield cinnabar. 10 ounces may sound like nothing, but take it from me, you'll have to work for everyone. This is a big task, Em, but I believe you're equal to it. Wasn't really paying attention to what she said. Search outside the Sunrise Gate. Oh, no, go back where you were. Okay. Sunrise Gate. Old Gate of Fall. Sand Gate. What's the Sunrise Gate? Here we are. Horizon's Edge. Okay. Cool. Go ahead and clear up the discoveries here. Some deposits right over here. Let's clear these out too. So close. On people. Just 2 more. Just a tank and a healer. Back to Ul'dah. Want 10 ounces of cinnabar and not 1 less. I want to make it quick. I've got other commissions I want seeing to. This red mineral is used to create quicksilver as well as potent sedatives. Well, the full amount. Congratulations, Zim, you've passed the test. You got more potential than I've been led to believe. This guild's no place for a lad of your talent. I'd make you my personal assistant, but sadly for you, the position's not open to adventurers. Why? Because the concern only employs those whose roots are firmly planted in Ul'dah. Our nation owes much of its prosperity to the mining trade, but more and more we see outsiders growing fat off the knowledge of our forebears. Oh, I know full well that there's decent foreigners out there who give us as much as they get. Finish this quest real quick. But ultimately, what belongs to Ul'dah should stay in Ul'dah hands. Of course, the current guildmaster doesn't share our way of thinking, which is something I dare say we'll need to see about correcting before long. Might be as business is good, but 'tis better to be short-handed than to watch outsiders make off with our wealth. But we were talking about you, Em. You've proven yourself capable, and the concern will have more work for you in the coming days. Depend on it. Before I go, here's some free advice from me. Pay more attention to your gear. What you wear and wield affects how well you work. Even a decent pair of gloves can make a world of difference, take my word for it. These things cost money, 'tis true, but what's the price of a pair of gloves compared to the untold wealth that lies out there, waiting to be dug up? Bugger all, that's what. And on that note, I'll be off. I don't doubt we'll meet again soon, assuming you stick with the trade long enough, that is. Yep. Guards. Feel. go get air in. Think anything? Oh no, the choker did. One of the folks is just about to enter Oz's Law for the first time. So they're going to, they're also going to see Isael die. It's a pretty long cutscene, so we might be here for a bit. I don't really want to get started too much on any other quests, so maybe I'll just hang out. Nice little spot to sit. Very what do they call man spreading with this C pose here. This is a little coy, a little better. It's probably the most pulled in you could be. Pull up T3. Well, T3 is just the ads. So let me pull up T4. Binding Coil. 4. Clockwork Brigade. The Gauntlet Fight. Bunch of ads. Oh, this is like the elevator, I think. So I was deleting my or canceling my post. People watching to do. All fell. I kind of like the little witch. No plate. I know my guy doesn't have a plate, but I have a particular reason for it. Or do I have a plate? I think I might have made a plate regardless. Yeah, I did end up making a plate. It's this T-pose. Click on that Lalafell. The rogue it in. Oh, sorry. A Hrothgar. Plate there. Cat boy. This is another cat boy. Cat girl. Doll dealer. Fun girl. A nice bun girl. I clicked on you already. Yeah, that's right. Need another ready check. Now we need 2 tanks. Finally, into turn 3. I mean, I trust that other people know where they're going. I think it's this way. Yeah, this way. Boom, boom. No, not that way. You gotta hit the button first, otherwise you get launched in the wrong direction. This way. Bum 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 bum. Cool, cool, cool. Nice to get these out of the way. Only have one more after this one. Boom, 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 boom. Cool, cool, cool. And let's go ahead and need some of these. Boom, 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 boom. Cool, cool, cool. Got those done. Exactly what we wanted. We'll get 5 done another day. What do we have left? Did we pick up a quest here? No, we just needed to level up there. We do have quests for Fisher. Head on back to Lenosha. Get that done. Only one more to complete for binding coils. This is ocean fishing. Can't do that. When did ocean fishing actually get added? I don't think until like Stormblood. 5.2 Shadowbringers. Boy. For your next lesson, Sisipu would send you off into the wild. What's that in your eye, Em? You know that glimmer? It's the eye of the fisher. It's the thrill of the bite, rising up to the challenge of our rival. Come on now. Keep that spark alive, friend. You don't want to end up like Wawalago. Not that I'm worried about you. Oh yes, I can see it. There's a fire inside you, burning for fish. More fish, bigger fish. It's time to feed that fire. Today's the day you catch your first big one. No one forgets their first. Journey forth to the banks of the Nim in the middle of Nosha. There you will find her, the Princess Trout. Princess, and return here a man. Her Royal Highness is drawn to crayfish balls. Oh, I already caught one. You'll find the Princess Trout in the Nim River, Em. Don't forget to take your crayfish balls. Unlike other freshwater trout, which make their habitat in swift-flowing rivers, the silver princess trout prefers the relative seclusion of inland lakes. Depending on your perspective, you either rescued or abducted the princess. A prim and proper princess she is. We'll ready her as a royal roast, a feast fit for a king. The king can keep his fancy feast. Any fisherman worth her salt prefers trout simply prepared. I said like a surly, salty-mouthed sea hag. Hand her over here and heed how the cultured classes cook. A fine day when it will be when I take culture lessons from you. Besides, I didn't send him out to that river to fetch the fish for you. I sent him out to fetch a fish for me. For my lesson, that is. Of course, that was the purpose of the expedition. Anyway, you should have learned, catching a proper fish requires perseverance, plain and simple. And this plump princess, Trout, can testify to that. Continue to apply the lessons I've taught you. Before you know it, you'll be swinging fish. Does that sound appetizing? There. Level 17 with the fisherman. Sisipu could use a helping hand with an unexpected order. I've been thinking, Em, now that you can catch more fish than you can eat, it's time you learned a little about the art of fishmongering. Normally, customers purchase fish that have already been caught, but a certain Kikun sailor has a penchant for freshness. Unfortunately, the fishermen who usually fills his orders have all, somewhat ironically, gone fishing. So I turn to you, Em. I'm hoping you can talk to Chuchurun over there. Please listen to him. Chuchurun, the sailor, sails the sea. You, the fisherman, fish the fish. Looking out as lookout, Chujarun spots in water, jumping silver fish, flashing silver flashes. Chujarun wish to taste silver fish taste. Chujarun pay good silver if you fish 5 good silver fish. Well, Chujarun has a way with words, doesn't he? Unfortunately, his way appears to be repeating the words silverfish. Only the most experienced fisherman would be able to decipher that nonsense. Sounds like a job for Wawalago. Since I'm busy doing his job, rest assured that what he may lack in sense, he more than makes up for in nonsense. Since when is it civil to sneak up and scare your seniors? I suddenly suspected Sissipu sent you to slit my stomach. Well, that woman's well aware of my weakness. If she's going to shout about the way I shove down shrimp, she should know better than to leave them showing on the shelf. Is that not why you're here? Table setting aside, I'll bet your shells to shellfish I know what Kikirin spied. If it was silver and saltered while skimming the sea, I'm somewhat certain he saw a navigator's dagger. Daggers don't lend themselves to a Lementon's liking, but the settlers of the southerly isles stir them into soup stock. You'd find them by the brewer's beacon. Snaring one is a slippery slight for a starter, but a flitting flick of the fist for a fisherman with a gull's eye like you have. Now, draggers are drawn to decoys that dangle, so do yourself a favor and fetch some rat tails for them to flash their fins at. Some bloodworms. I need some rat tails. Oh wait, do I buy them from Wawalago? No. Oh no, there was a dude in Walker's Alley. $220. Then, okay, we need Navigator's Daggers. Navigator's Dagger. Orby Dry Docks. The Brewer's Beacon. They also say Western Lenosha. I'm gonna go to Western Lenosha because that's where the quest. Okay. Western Lenosha. I'm gonna say Swift Perch. Sure. The Brewer's Beacon. Coral. Oh, this is Swift Perch. Tiger cod. different on the other side here. Yeah, this is undiscovered, so this is probably Brewer's Beacon. This would be the life. Just tossing the line out. Catching your meal. Sitting in the warm sun. Sounds of the gulls. One of them. Need to get my fishing license this summer. Not that close to the ocean, but there's plenty of lakes around here. A few more of these bad boys. Just finished off the script that I was writing for my class questline rankings and did some recordings for the script. Still gonna be a little bit to put the video actually together, but we're making our way. Would like to get that out within the next week or so. Like to get a little quicker on getting those videos out. So we definitely had a long period as we were getting through the MSQ where there really wasn't much to do a video on. We're gonna take the boat back. You fish and catch 5 fish, catch 5 fish, catch for choo-choo. These thin, long saltwater fish oft jump out of the water and glide for yalms across the surface, using their pectoral fins as ersatz wings. They shiny shine, the smelly smell. I cannot wait to taste tasty taste. Well, it looks like you found the fish you were after. You find. Maybe choo-choo season with season, or smoke with smoke. Maybe grill on grill. Many cooking options for cook. You're certainly putting a great deal of thought into this. Chuchuroon gifted to feast on feast gift. Best Chuchuroon regard you with Chuchuroon's best regard. We're always grateful for your patronage, Chuchuroon. Please see him out and return here afterwards, Im. We've more to discuss. Amanda, you're here to handle that sudden request? So many of these freeloading fishermen can't be bothered to stay ashore for more than a day at a time. You, on the other hand, have proven far more reliable. I can think of at least one Kieran who'd agree. Now that you've seen how rewarding fishmongering can be, I hope you'll take the initiative to try it yourself. The slops. Go with these things. We unlocked another one. Sissipoo would teach you the advantages of fishing without live bait. You might recall Chuchuroon, the babble-spewing fish connoisseur. Perhaps not, but he certainly recalls you. Apparently, there aren't enough fish in the sea, so he sets his sights on freshwater fish. He tried catching them himself, but that's proved problematic so far. While Kikiran possess a healthy appetite for fish, they lack the necessary patience and often end up eating their own bait. The problem has a relatively straightforward solution, employing a lure in place of live bait. Unfortunately, this straightforward solution requires a roundabout demonstration, as Chuchuroon does not readily accept the concept of inettable bait. If only he might snag 5 warm water trout with crowflies, he might come to see the light. Fish are said to populate the shores of Oakwood in Upper Lenosha, though I can't say I've been recently. Consider it inauspicious to cast one's line under the watchful gaze of a giant sea serpent. So I need... what did they say? Crow's tails? I keep on going to this person as if they have it. It's this person in Hawker's Alley that should have it. Sorry, crow flies. We need... said Oakwood in Upper Lenosha, which is the same as Aleport and then just ride north. Got away. Let's just make sure that I'm at the right fishing hole. Warm water. the trout. Oakwood. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Did a lot of spear fishing in this area when they added it. It was a good way to get, I can't remember what it's called. Earth sand, something like that. Decent fish. Need that fish. Oh, grabbed on that one. There's another warm water trout. Oh, dark bass. I should have released it. Missed. Four-eyed fish. That's a weird one. Oh, my line breaks. Still have most of them. The new one. Party tug on the 2X. Right, uno más. Don't think this is one unless it's a large. Nope. Mine. I'm a liar. I think when we turn this in, that'll be the end of the stream today. We start next stream back in our home world so that we can try and finish off botany. How can M bait fish without bait? This freshwater fish was once found in the waters heated by the flows of lava coursing beneath the mighty volcano Ugamora. After the calamity, however, fishers began finding the wavekin in other warm locations such as Thanlin. You truly fish trout using fake food? Indeed. For all the fish know, the lure may as well be live. Skillfully use them to catch these tasty tasties. You see, Chicharron, deception lies at the heart of fishing. Yes, lies lie at the heart of fishing. Chicharron no fool, Chicharron fool fish. Precisely. Well, I trust we've managed to lure, guide you to the path of self-sufficient fishing. Slops seem good. Yeah, we'll go with slops. Cool. So yeah, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to leave a like on the stream as you head on out, or the VOD if you're watching the VOD, be greatly appreciative. Totally helps out with the YouTube algorithm. If you'd like to know the next time that I do go live, you can always subscribe to the channel or join the Discord. Again, exclamation point Discord if you're in the live chat, or check out the link in the video description below. We were today able to actually get our turn 3 and turn 4 clears done. So that just leaves turn 5, which we'll try to get done next stream. And then continuing on our journey to get through all the Disciple of the Land, we might start picking up our Disciple of the Hand jobs and classes to so that we can use the supply missions as well as the provisioning missions. And that's going to take quite some time, but it's one of the final things that we need to do other than setting up a free company. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you